My name is Marty Prehn. I'm from St. Clair Shores, Michigan, and the issue that I want to talk about is elder and guardianship abuse. My mother was an 87-year-old woman who visited out in Colorado Springs, and I allowed her to visit with my sister, and through fraud and a fraudulent power of attorney, she was able to attempt to undo a trust that was set up back in 1998 where she was protected under a Michigan trust, and the courts in Colorado had taken and usurped their authority in the fact that they did not have jurisdiction over my mother because she was a resident of Michigan. The court continued to ignore documents that I had provided for them, and they allowed me only the ability to be able to have a phone conference where in Colorado they would have had ex parte communication with my brother and sisters, and the court administrator was actually a friend of the judge, and as I reviewed everything that was going on, they had totally ignored my mother's First, Fourth, and 14th Amendment rights in the fact that she was not protected under the terms of the trust. And the issue that came into play is that I challenged the forged power of attorney in the fact that I knew my mother was not of sound mind and that she had advanced dementia and Alzheimer's, and yet this was totally ignored by the court, and they allowed, or they actually took the power of attorney that my sister had, knowing it was fraudulent, but took mine from Michigan and suspended it, and then basically took their Colorado laws and tried to apply it to my mother, who was not a resident under their own laws of being a resident for 6 months there. And the issue that came into play is that they had a signed document from a visitor's report stating my mother was authorizing them to take all of the attorney fees and all of the cost of the guardianship that should have never happened and have it taken out of my dad's trust, which, even if my mom was of sound mind, would not have been able to do because I was the successor trustee for the trust. And through a series of court proceedings, they granted the a court conservator and ended up having a guardian where they had basically pilfered my mother's estate.